All right, so a new chapter of One Piece came out when I was at work. I'm upset about it because I only just got to read it. So it's quite late at night, but chapter 1124, a delight, as always, because there's no other type of One Piece chapter. But I like the cover story of this one. We're continuing with Yamato's pilgrimage. They've saved a citizen from a kidnapper. I'm really hoping that they find the Pluton eventually. That's what I want. Chances are not looking good for me. But we get Big News Morgan. So Vivi and Big News Morgan are in the ship's air balloon thing, floating around, and he's quite pleased because if the world's sinking, well, he can fly and does most of his work in a blimp. So not going to affect him too much. He's happy that he's got all these stories that he can pump out, whether it's Shanks versus Kid or La versus Blackbeard. The fact that Vegapunk just announced that the world was sinking and he wants to play into those fears to sell more newspapers, and he even goes so far as to say, oh, and don't forget, like, Luffy killed Vegapunk, the beloved Vegapunk, most beloved man scientist that there is. And Vivi is not having it. Darling Angel did nothing wrong in her entire life, calls him out, you lying, squawking bird, what is wrong with you? Reminds me very much of Nami yelling at Kaido, calling him, you stupid snake, you're saying Luffy's dead? Lion snake, why are you lying? You're pathetic. You couldn't even take him down. So this is Vivi calling Big News Morgan a squawking lion bird or something like that. How dare you say that Luffy killed this man? Ridiculous. Did not happen. You liar. Because Vivi is an angel. Done nothing wrong her entire life. I really love Vivi, okay? I'm so happy to have her back in the story. They even go so far as to threaten her. It's like, hey, we're hiding you from the world government. Maybe you should be nice to me, princess. And she's just like, if we're dying anyway, I won't be begging or groveling to save my own neck. And Warble behind her, like, maybe you should. She's like, not a chance. Love her. Now, I gotta admit, I was a big fan of the theory of Morgan being a former member of the Roger Pirates for no other reason than those buttons on his hat and kind of Bill-looking hat thing. I thought maybe he had gotten into the newspaper industry to announce, maybe, I can't remember if he was the one who was running the newspaper at the time to call Roger the king of the pirates. He might have been, but if he wasn't, and it was a different newspaper, or even if he did it later, got involved to do that one specific task for Roger after they broke up. Maybe that was what it was. That could work. Anywho, I thought maybe his part of the plan was to infiltrate and be able to manipulate or be influential to get the public on the side to trust him and not trust the world government, to be a key player in position ready for whenever Roger's plan, whatever it is, whoever he's waiting for, whatever moment he's waiting for, to be available to help in that goal. But if that was the case, I feel like he would act more like Shanks and Rayleigh, having a drink and being like, Vegapunk, shouldn't some secret stay hidden? Why are you revealing all this? And granted, he was mildly annoyed when it was first announced, but I feel that was like I've been out scooped. Are you trying to take my job? And now he's happily reporting on this and playing into the fear. So that's a little bit of a damper on me. I don't feel like Roger's pirate would act that way. But let me know if you're still holding up any hope for him being a Roger pirate, or is the just relying on that hat looking similar to a bird not a good enough reason to suspect him? Regardless, we have a surprising turn of events. I'm happy to hear from Magma Bastard. I'm shocked. I'm as shocked as you are. So he calls the ship, and Kizaru is the one who answers, like, hey, hello. It's like, why are you the one answering? Where is everybody? Yeah, they're laid out and foaming from the mouth. Yeah. So what I do like, I have mentioned a tinfoil hat theory that I had heard previously about Joy Boy being Luffy in the future, or future Luffy. And I had mentioned in the previous chapter that Baby Boa Seraphim was like poking the Marines and they were unaffected by the Conqueror's Haki that knocked everyone out. And now Kizaru's more or less unaffected. Maybe he's feeling better because he was half passed out in emotional distress previously. And Santamaru, he's sailing off, very emotional, but he's took the hockey blast without falling down either. And so did the Giants. So did Usopp. Like, everyone said, like, hey, this hockey doesn't feel threatening. And what are the chances that it's Luffy's hockey in the future and allies of him in the future are not affected by it? Or it could just be simply that these are extremely strong characters and they would not be taken out by a single burst of hockey. I mean, that's a chance as well, but I'm really, really, really liking the theory of Joy Boy is Luffy in the future. But whatever. Well, technically Joy Boy in the past. Future Luffy will go to the past and become Joy Boy. You get the vibe. Back to Magma Bastard. So he's on the phone saying, why is everyone lied out? What's going on there? Tell me what's going on. Kizaru says, listen, they'll tell you when they come to, when they wake up. And Magma Bastard's just like, are you goofing off? Are you being lazy? Just tell me what's going on. And to oh my god, the most beautiful scene in many chapters. The emotion in it. Kizaru's like, listen up, well, he doesn't call him Magma Bastard, he calls him by name, I refuse to do so. I'm curious, have you ever had to kill your best friend? And we get this tiny little montage of Kizaru meeting Vegapunk, them developing, setting up Punk Hazard together, goofing around with Bonnie, and just then him shooting him in the back, killing him. The reflection of Vegapunk falling in his sunglasses. I remember him crying behind those shades and just the emotion as he's remembering this. And he says, if you think I'm slacking off, but you have time to call me, why don't you come down here and look for yourself, you damn ingrate? And Magma Bastard rightfully realizes he's gone too far and is like, I'm sorry, that was wrong with me, and calls him brother. And Kizaru is just like, yeah, just watch your mouth next time. Oh my god. One, this man needs a therapist. Two, I loved him as just a cog in the machine, following orders. I don't want every single person to switch to Luffy's side, but I take that back because I need Kizaru to switch to Luffy's side, to be with Vegapunk, to protect Bonnie, to protect Lilith. I need Kizaru on our side. I didn't think I needed it when this arc started. God almighty, yes I do. However, their conversation did bring up a good question of what happened to the Iron Giant and to Saturn. Because all the other Gorosei went back to Marijua because they were like summoned, because they're demons. They don't have devil fruits. They're actual demons. I believe that with my whole heart and soul. But the Iron Giant was standing next to Saturn last we seen him. Did the Iron Giant fall into the water to like keep its secrets won't be taken? Or did Saturn, is he bringing them back to Marijua to dissect, get information, tap into the brain of it to get information if they don't already have all this information? I don't really think the Iron Giant would know anything that they didn't already know. But weapons, I'm not sure. Joy Boy's plant, unlikely. But I'm wondering physically what happened to the Iron Giant. Is it safe or not? Because I want them to be safe. But in a delightful panel, we have the Sunny, and it looks like a little Dory in front of the giant ship, but for the Giants, Elbath's ship, because by God, the size difference. The Sunny is massive. I know we can lose perspective on how massive the Sunny is. Like, the Mary was a big, normal size sailing boat. This ship the Sunny is like so much larger than that, and it's dwarfed in comparison to the Giant's boat. When we see the crew on the ship, they're like ants on the couch. Oh my god, it's massive. I can't wait to get to Elbath. The size comparison's going to be wonderful. Jinbei, Frankie, and Zoro are talking on the ship, and Jinbei and Frankie are being very understanding that Luffy's upset about failing to save Vegapunk. Zoro, in classic style, is just like, he's an emperor now. He shouldn't be so depressed over losing one old man, for one old man dying. And I'm like, rude! So rude, Zoro. This is reminding me of when he was, like, being a little harsh of, hey, Vivi's missing. No, we're not going to go save her. She's a big girl. She can take care of herself. We're not just going to go sailing endlessly looking for her. It's like, how dare you abandon her? He's right, but is rude and mean, and you should care more, my boy. Very much Zoro's character, though. Then we get Lilith waking up, and she knows what's happened. So they're apologizing, saying, we failed you. We failed to save Vegapunk. And she bursts out crying and then immediately says she's hungry. And I'm like, are we disconnected from Punk Hazard, from the other Vegapunks? She's not connected to York, so now she has to feel her own hunger. I'm not sure who was taking, like, the sadness part. Maybe it was distributed against any of them, but I doubt the evil one really took that much of the sadness part of Vegapunk. But now she's experiencing all her own emotions, and I'm excited to see if she grows as her own individual person, separate than Vegapunk. But when it said Luffy hasn't forgiven himself, we go to see Luffy. I have never seen this man so sad while eating. I'm sad looking at him. He's so upset. Chopper's with him, but nothing's cheering him up. Until Lilith says, it's okay, you didn't fail me, as in me, Vegapunk, even though you made a promise to the Stella, they're all still alive. They're functionally dead, but you didn't break your promise to me. And Luffy celebrates just hearing that. But the idea that if one Vegapunk survived, one satellite is still an offshoot of the Stella. They are all Vegapunk. You did save Vegapunk. So the fact Punk Records is alive, that Lilith survives, in doing so, Vegapunk lives on. Can be resurrected. I don't know. A physical body is not needed. Vegapunk is his mind. And that's the takeaway I'm getting from it, and I'm very happy. So, of course, they're celebrating. Robin will eventually be reunited with Saul. Very happy there. The Giants are saying that Vegapunk had said in his message that anyone who found the One Piece will shake the world, to which Luffy says, yeah, that's why I set sail in the first place. I really need to know Luffy's true dream, because clearly step one is become king of the pirates. Is that what he means about, yeah, I set sail for the One Piece because I need to become king of the pirates? Also, I need to do that to do this other thing. What is his true dream? Somebody, Oda, tell me what his true dream is. I need to know. What else happens? Oh, the very end. We have a silhouette of someone sitting, I assume on a beach, not really sure, looking out at the sea. I'm getting Crocus vibes, but he's saying, come on then. So he knows Luffy is on his way. Luffy's declaring that I'm going to be king of the pirates. I love when he declares that he's going to be king of the pirates. But this feels almost taunting. Come at me then. I've been waiting for you. If it's I'm waiting for you, then I'm going another Rogers Pirates. Maybe even Crocus. Who knows? Maybe him and Laboon got around and found a way, and that's not happening. But regardless, I don't think it's Crocus. I'm wondering if it's Shiki. The Golden Lion, Impel Down one, because I've been waiting for him to show up in the story. So I like the idea of him showing up. That being said, the man with the burn scar, I need their introduction. Will I give up hope on the underworld if they're not like the representation of Davy Jones and dragging them down to Davy Jones' locker? No, I'm still not giving up on that theory. I'll just have to find a new way to introduce the One Piece world to the underworld, because I need them to go to the underworld. I need them to sail the River Styx. I just need it. But yeah, that Silhouettes one. Related to the double page spread a while back where we had like Shanks and Luffy and all the ones in the running of finding the One Piece, and there was that unknown person pulling a sword. Maybe I don't feel the same vibe from them. I don't know. I don't know who this is. Oh, side note, Lilith had said she heard that everything that happened, everyone had died. Two options. Crazy not going to happen option would be York is deep undercover, and as the only remaining Vegapunk was able to DM, send a message, link, some kind of transmission of what the new plan is, and everything that's happened. Unlikely. Option two, Atlas passed along some information when they knocked her out. More likely. Or got some information that had been uploaded before she was disconnected from Punk Records. All right, so that's all I got. I will talk to you later. It is a very long night, so I have to go.